Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building an industrial apartment for a sim that is really into all kinds of arts. So I was thinking that this sim that lives here likes music, video producing, drawing, painting, like everything creative, sort of. This is built in an industrial style, so there is a lot of the items from the industrial loft kit as well as a lot of the plants from the blooming rooms kit, which came out very recently. And I really wanted to use some of the other items that are more modern in here, because some of the items that we got in the pack are very specific. So I wanted to use some of these as well here. This is built in the 701 Zenview apartment, I think, and because it's a lofted space and there are the 2 floors, I unfortunately wasn't able to upload the build to the gallery. I mean, if you have an easy way how to do it, I will be happy to put it there, but I was trying to make it into at least like 3 rooms, downstairs, upstairs, and the balcony, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I decided to not upload the build after all, unfortunately, even though I would love to share it. But if you want to, I can share it somehow. I'll try to figure it out, but right now it's not on the gallery and it's not planned from me. So I was struggling a little bit with the color scheme that I wanted to choose. At first I thought I would go dark, then I thought I would go light, but then I ended up going for a quite, I'm not gonna say neutral color scheme because it's not neutral at all, but for a color scheme that is sort of balanced. So there is a lot of browns and blacks, as well as the green from the plants and the yellow that I chose as an accent color. So yeah, so there is the walls are mainly gray with like a black I forgot how it's called, black bricks, because I could not make the red or brown brick work. I wanted to have these counters from base game in this brownish swatch, so I decided to go for a black brick instead. I also made these like beams going through the lower space. It felt a little bit flat when it was like without anything, so I made this like yellow bump out where TV is, and I also made this beam sort of situation here with the columns from Eco Lifestyle, because I thought it kind of breaks down the space a little bit and it makes it look really, really nice. So the downstairs is the main living spaces. There is the kitchen and the living room, as well as the dining space, and I also have like the art stations. There is an easel down here as well, and the upstairs. So I initially wanted to make this for a photographer, but the photography station that we got with the Myshuno stuff back is just huge. So I decided to abandon that idea, and instead I made the lofted open space above this, they're like a music video producing station. So there are keyboards, there is the DJ table, or I don't know how it's called, a couple of guitars, and there's also the video producing table, or I don't know how it's called, the station for video producing. And then a little bit separate by a wall and a walkthrough is the bedroom for the sim, where there's a double bed. So technically you could fit 2 sims living here, because the bed is accessible from both sides. And there's also a little balcony on the top floor where there is kind of like a relax area and a seating as well. So yeah, that's I think about the build, like everything I wanted to say about the build. So let's just talk about what we're doing at the moment. So now we are working on like the entrance area. I used this tiny living dresser because I felt like it was perfect for this space. I wanted to use something a little bit bigger, but I couldn't really move the door to the apartment and I couldn't fit anything next to it. So I used this one, lowered it down a little bit with the tool mod, and put some shoes next to it, which I think I will move somewhere else later on. Yeah, I think I do. There's also the station, the drawing station, and I also put some boxes from Dream Home Decorator here with board on top and some postcards, because maybe the sim that lives here likes to go on vacations, travel, and see the world, and so they bring postcards home from their trips. So this is actually my last non-Christmassy or wintry build, because next week you are getting my first snowy build. I'm really excited about that because I haven't built in winter probably since the last winter, so last year or maybe in January, February, I don't remember really. And I really had fun with this one, so I hope you will like it. It's a modern like family house, and I really love how it turned out. I've been using a lot of dark color schemes lately, so I tried to go with something a little bit more light this time around, and I think it turned out pretty cool. So now we're working on the kitchen / dining space. I placed this decoration, I believe it's from Seasons, the planned wall thingy, and I decided to make it into like a herbs sort of garden. So maybe the sim that lives here loves to grow their own herbs, and they have it in this kind of station there. Funny thing is, I had to clutter up the kitchen twice because I'm stupid and I forgot to record it the first time around. Thankfully I only did the kitchen because it was like in between me waiting to go to class, so I only had time to do that and a couple of details which weren't that important. So I just deleted the clutter and did it again because I forgot to press the record button the first time around. It doesn't happen to me very often, but it happens sometimes. But this one was cool. Once I forgot to record like an hour worth of footage, so that's frustrating. This is fine. It took me just a couple of minutes to clutter the kitchen again. But if you have an hour worth of footage, that is really not good. So now I think we're moving on to the upstairs, and I forgot to mention that the bathroom is upstairs as well, because obviously the space upstairs is a little bit bigger. Now you can see that I tried to figure out how to place this photography station, but I just couldn't. It felt huge and just not good for it, so I decided to make it into the music video producing station. So I mean, if you decide to have two sims here, maybe one of them can be like a painter or like an artist, and one of them could be like a musician and video producer maybe. I don't know. I had one sim in mind, and I thought that they do everything. They have a lot of hobbies, because I can definitely relate to that. I have tons of hobbies and not enough time, but you can move in. I mean, you can't really download the builds from the gallery, unfortunately, but it could be for two sims. I think I might try to figure out how to upload the build to the gallery, because I feel like it's a shame, because I really like the apartment and I think it could be really cool for sims. I'll try to figure it out somehow. I also use these, I don't know how it's called, vinyls, like wall decorations from the Industrial Loft kit, because they looked really nice, and I thought it would be a perfect background for the video, you know, or streaming, whatever. So if you sit down and you have like this beautiful yellow mural behind you, I felt like it was perfect. Now we are going to work on the bedroom. I initially had the wall behind the bed yellow, but then I felt like this particular bed is way too dark, so I changed the wall behind to the brick, and then made the bed a bit lighter because I felt like it's perfect. So yeah, I'm cluttering up the night table next to the bed, and I think we are going to place a mirror and a plant area. I decided to place this Jungle Adventure mirror because it's super cool, and I wasn't really sure if it fit with the style of the build, but I wanted to use it, so I decided that it does fit. And now we're going to move on to the bathroom. It's quite a spacious bathroom, so I went for something a little bit different than I normally do, which is kind of exciting. I usually do my bathrooms very small, so I can't really play with them that much, but I decided to play with this one a little bit. So I made the shower kind of hidden. It's open, but it's like behind glass dividers, sort of. It's windows, but let's call them dividers. I put this mirror from the fitness bag, which I have never used before, but I felt like it's perfect for this space. I also placed this unit from Dream Home Decorator that I filled in with towels, and we are going to move on to the toilet. Oh, I'm adding this, but I'll move it someplace else later on. A sink, because I am obsessed with Dream Home Decorator still, and I can't stop using it, and the toilet. And I also decided to kind of separate the toilet from the shower, so there is the, and then I moved these from the main space next to the shower. Now we moved on to the last part of the build, which is the balcony. I wanted to make it very lush, very grown, like an urban jungle sort of thing. So I placed a lot of plants out here. Maybe the sim, likes to go here in the summer, or maybe autumn and spring, and just watch the city and listen to the noise. Yeah, I also got to use this side table from the new Blooming Rooms kit, because it's a very specific thing, but I felt like it fit perfectly into the space, Modern, the sim loves plants, so it was really a perfect fit. So I think this is almost it for the video. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I don't know if I'm going to put it in a gallery, but I will write it in the description box below if I do. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the speed build. If you have, please like the video and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so yet. It would really mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!